Welcome back to the red carpet. I'm Melanie Waters, and we're back at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. Tonight, Cate Blanchett is receiving the Modern Master Award. We'll be interviewing her as well as a host of others on the red carpet, including Todd Haynes, the director of I'm Not There. Stay tuned and enjoy the show. Melanie Waters, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Todd, tell us about your decision to use a whole cast of actors to play one person, Bob Dylan, in this film.
To me, it was almost the most obvious thing in the world once I really started to look at Dylan's life and the way that he maneuvered through different phases of musical influences and many other influences that forced him into these very drastic changes. And I felt like by really honoring those changes and splitting him up into different people was the only way to really get to the core of what he's about.
And what made you choose Cate Blanchett, obviously a woman, to play Bob Dylan?
That character of Jude Quinn that she plays in the film, which is sort of a takeoff on Dylan of the '66 electric period, was always meant to be played by a woman. And it was really just about getting to the very unique physical state he was in at that time that had an androgyny about it. And when you look at him and you look at the clips of him from that time, it's very clear that he didn't even resemble himself from 2 years before. He had yet again totally transformed. So we really wanted to push that transformation.
And what was your favorite part about working with Cate?
Her sense of humor, her sense of warmth and generosity. I think I'd heard, of course, that she's an incredibly prepared actor, and so I imagine somebody very businesslike, and she's just an incredibly warm, genuine, human person. She's just a joy to work with. She's a real pleasure to work with. It's a very tense, intense shoot with a very short time, and she made it so easy and so enjoyable.
Todd Haynes, thank you so much. Congratulations on your work with the film.
Thanks so much.
Hi there. Congratulations. You're being honored tonight for playing such a variety of different roles, from Bob Dylan to Queen Elizabeth. How does your preparation process change role to role?
Every time I start, I say to my husband, can you tell me what it is that I do, because I don't know how to begin? And he said, don't worry about it, you do. And it usually begins with a conversation, either with the director or one of the designers or an actor, because it's a dialogue. Ultimately, it's a dialogue you have with the audience, but in the beginning, it's a dialogue you have with the people that you're working with. So it's very much, I think, that your performance is, and maybe it's because I grew up in the theatre, that it's very much off the other actors and off the director.
How do you balance your work in the theatre with your work on film? You continue to stay very active in both.
Yes, my husband and I have just taken over at the City Theatre Company as co-artistic directors, and I don't think that the mediums are mutually exclusive. I think there's a lot of actors who move between the two mediums, and I think I'm a better stage actor for having had the opportunity to work in film and vice versa. I think they absolutely feed into one another.
I actually got to see the documentary in the company of actors that you were in. Yes.
It was here at the festival.
It is in the festival. What was it like to be videoed backstage during rehearsal in a very private space?
Backstage, by the time we were up and running, that was fine, and I think the audience would be very curious about that. But we were all very reticent to allow Ian and the crew into rehearsal, because it's as you say, it's a very private space where people have to sort of expose themselves and make a lot of dumb mistakes in order to, find out the right path to go on. So it was a bit nerve-wracking.
Well, you handled yourself beautifully, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Shohreh, tell us why you wanted to be a juror at the Santa Barbara Film Festival.
Well, I did jury duty at the Ontario Film Festival 2 months ago, and I loved it so much. When this one was offered, I just immediately said yes, because this will not give you only give you a chance to watch great films, but also to mingle with your colleagues, peers, people who understand you and who can bear with you.
And we know you for your work in House of Sand and Fog. Congratulations on your Oscar nomination. How did it feel to be the first Iranian woman to be nominated for an Oscar?
It was great. It was fantastic. It was like a dream come true. It was just amazing.
And what are your most latest projects you're working on?
Well, soon I'm going to Africa again for yet another tragedy turned into a film. And what I have that are coming out is an HBO miniseries, which is coming out in April, called House of Saddam, or Between the Two Rivers, Mesopotamia. I'm playing Saddam Hussein's wife, Sajida Khairullah. And in the summer, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Wonderful.
It was like a breeze in the park working on it. It was fantastic with all these young, beautiful actresses, and we had so much fun. You know, it was my first time that I didn't have to go through hell to portray the character, and I just had fun with the girls. It was fantastic.
Well, particularly a switch from playing Saddam Hussein's wife. Tell us about your preparation for that role.
I read 2 books on Saddam, and also the production provided us with CDs, audio tapes, and videos of Saddam and his wife and their parties, gatherings, official visits, meetings. And what I was looking for was a little bit of the physicality that I could bring into my work, and also to get to know the woman.
And you're here to watch us honor Cate Blanchett tonight.
I love Cate Blanchett.
Do you have a favorite film of hers?
Well, Elizabeth, the first one. Still, I mean, it was fantastic. I love this one too. Superbly acted. She's a great actress. But I just love all her works.
Well,
They're meticulous.
enjoy the show tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Hi, Olivia. Do you have time to interview for the podcast for the festival?
Yeah, great.
Hi, great. All right. Well, for starters, tell us about this film that you're in, The Fix.
It's called Fix, and it's a road movie through LA, and it was made for very little money and with a lot of just really creative people. And we premiered at Slam Dance up in Park City just now, and now we're here at Santa Barbara, and we're very, very happy to be here. It's been an amazing response so far.
So it sounds like you didn't choose this film for the money. So why did you choose this role?
Well, I actually made this film with my husband, who's the director, and we made the film we wanted to make, and it's experimental and different in many different ways from other films that I've done, and so it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and we're a good team, so that's why we got it made.
So what is it like working with your husband?
It's amazing. We're a good team. I think we're going to do it again. It's great. I mean, I was working on House most of the fall, and so we would shoot Fix on the weekend, so I was exhausted, and he was very forgiving.
And what can we expect on House in the future?
Well, House will be coming back on January 29th, and then February 2nd, and then February 5th, I believe. It's definitely 3 new episodes coming up in the next couple weeks, and we're very excited to have the Super Bowl episode, the episode airing directly after the Super Bowl, and we have Mira Sorvino guest starring on that one, and lots of really exciting new wild episodes.
So we're here to honor Cate Blanchett tonight. Do you have any favorite Cate films?
I love Kate's scene in Coffee and Cigarettes, the Jim Jarmusch film. She plays a scene with herself. And I don't know how she shot it. I would love to ask her, but she has such incredible comic timing, and she made such incredible choices, and the 2 characters are so distinct that if you didn't know, you wouldn't know it's the same actress. I mean, she's playing against herself, and they look like completely different people, and it's just a small example of her brilliance.
Well, enjoy tonight. Thank you.
Of course. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Crimson flames hide through my ears, rolling high and mighty traps. Pounced with fire on flaming roads, using ideas as my maps. We'll meet on edges soon, said I, proud neath heated brow. Ah, but I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. Half-right prejudice lead forth, rip down all hate I scream. Lies that life is black and white, spook from my skull I dream. Romantic facts of musketeers, foundation deep somehow. Ah, but I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now.